Hey everybody, it is I, the Desert Squiddo here, and welcome to a mid-year vlog update, folks. That's right. I am going to give you some updates about what is going to be happening for the next few months and what's been going on behind the scenes as well, which, let's just face it, it's been a crazy year already, and already I'm really starting to feel like the whole world is like turned into, you know, pixels, bricks, or whatever anybody else says. Yes, I think Khantent said it better. The world is turning into bricks, but with that being said, this is also going to be about what's going to happen with my channel and all that stuff. And you know what? I think I might as well lay it down to you guys. So let's begin with our first update, shall we? And the first update is about what has happened this year in regards to 2020 behind the scenes. And well, to be fairly honest, the first half of the year was, well, despite the fact that I have been seeing friends the first part of the year and things had started not too bad, it all got worse as the year wore on so far, especially with this, you know, this COVID-19 pandemic. And the fact is that everybody has been like the whole of the world has gone into lockdown. Specifically here in the UK, life has stalled temporarily. I mean, it feels like forever, doesn't it? Because it's really bad. And it has made me feel like really, you know, groggy. It's made me feel tired. It's made me feel irritable. It's made me feel like the whole world has gone like bonkers. And I've been really like getting worried and scared that I've been like having the fear of being separated from my friends. I've been feeling like I've been separated from my family, and even my significant other, my real life girlfriend. We have been like, the fear of separation has been really like as if my dreams will never come true. It's really been a tough year. It's been so far the worst year that I've ever had in my life. It's been absolutely painful for me, and it's really hurt my heart so much that I feel like living in a pandemic has really, you know, made me feel like my life has like been stuck, lost in time. And I feel like 2020 is without doubt a lost year, and it's been pretty bad. Yes, sure, I do actually have some, you know, I do still, you know, have my job, I still work, I'm still, you know, getting out and about, and I'm still playing my, you know, my video games. But it's absolutely been a very bad year so far, and certainly puts a very like horrible feeling in my of dread in my life that it really hurts me so bad. So it's been terrible so far. I'm just hoping that it doesn't get worse from here. So I'm just hoping that it does get better, things do get better, and hopefully I'll be able to go back to socializing, go back to see friends, family, and hopefully get my smile back again. So that's all been pretty much. But you know what, I decided to get this off of my chest, and so hopefully we'll see what happens in the next 6 months. But let's just move on, shall we? Okay, so next up, in more important terms, is of course the upcoming month of Iwata, which is going to be coming up in a bit, and we'll be starting in an earlier time this year. Yes, as it will be 5 years since the sad passing of Satoru Iwata, one of Nintendo's most charismatic personnel and one of the best presidents that Nintendo has ever had, well known for his best relationship with the fans. It's always fantastic to see that Iwata has been like highly regarded, even though he sadly is no longer, you know, living. He has been one of the greatest ever presidents of Nintendo, and I will say this right now, Satoru Iwata deserves all the respect in the world. And thus, since 2015, I have dedicated an entire month to Satoru Iwata by playing Nintendo games, like let's playing, like I've been like reviewing, like enduring some of DSP's incredible garbage content and making this, and of course, this is how you don't play. So especially with Splatoon 2 years ago, which is of course my one of my most proudest creations. But of course, this year I'm going to make it a little bit more special. I am going to do it in an earlier time, from the 11th of July until the 25th of August. It's going to be like a 2.5 months of Satoru Iwata dedication of Nintendo, playing Nintendo games, playing a lot of doing reviewing of Nintendo games, and of course being able to also do Detractor content against Darkside Bill. Yes, I'm going to be honest with you folks, I am going to do a few, non-Nintendo stuff, especially with streams going on, especially when I'm going to be streaming Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, or even doing Crash Bandicoot Insane, Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, and many other PlayStation 4 games that can be streamed from the PS4, but for the most part, it's only going to be Nintendo. It's going to be exclusively Nintendo stuff, so hopefully watch this space. And watch this space for future announcements that I'm going to be making. Next up, we have reviews. Now, in terms of reviews, I've actually started making, 2 reviews. One based on DSP's incredibly mediocre Project 7, which, of course, will probably be one of the first reviews I'm going to make. And alongside that is going to be a game review of Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, which, of course, I've finished filming, and I'll be on the process of editing soon. And that's why I've decided to delay the start of the Iwata, so I could get those finished, and then I could actually finish off with the playthrough of Pokemon Sword, so I could be able to do the Isle of Armor during August, hopefully in dedication of Satoru Iwata. So that will be fantastic. And let's not also forget that I'm also going to be doing a review of Animal Crossing. And it's going to be a very short review because, of course, there's not much to talk about with Animal Crossing in terms of its content and other stuff. But hopefully, it's going to be a lot more good content coming on soon on that game, especially with diving and swimming coming. So the only difference I have with the Super Fresh review, folks, is, of course, the scoring system. Basically, unlike other critics who use, of course, a out of 10 rating scale, I have decided to make a scale based on how fresh the game is, basically compared to the Splatoon series, kind of like how Splatoon handled things with freshness. Basically, if you're looking at the board right there, all you see is, of course, a chart of how good the game is or how bad it is, basically considering its rating. If it's a C-, it's extremely moldy, but if it's an X, it's very fresh. So basically, what I definitely have to say about this is that the Super Fresh review show will definitely have a different scoring system, and it also takes into account of the content of the game, how bad the flaws are, which of course plague the game, and of course how good the game is, especially with some of the games that has its merits. So basically, don't expect every game to have an X rating, folks. Just warning you all, because I do not want to defend any game that some people think is bad, and I get huge amounts of, scapping chainsaws going right into my body and ripping me apart. Just please understand that not all games are going to get a big fresh rating. Just warning you all, because I keep an open mind when it comes to opinions and reviews, and I do not want anybody saying that they must dictate what I should say, because I have deserved the right to have my own opinion based on my own experience. Just warning you all out there. Okay, next up, of course, is Let's Plays. Now, as you probably can tell, I am still ongoing with my Pokemon Sword playthrough, and it's been taking a long time because of, what's been going on behind the scenes with this COVID-19 pandemic and, work being so much, and, so for me being also, preoccupied with other stuff like, say, trying to get back with family, trying to, try to arrange something with my girlfriend, to meet up with my girlfriend, hopefully reunite with my friends and all that stuff. It's been pretty busy, it's been pretty maniac this year, and it's made me feel tired, and I've been feeling like I've been sleeping much, and it makes me feel so groggy and so drained, you know, with this whole pandemic going on. But Let's Plays are still, you know, going on. It's still, it's still, I'm not, giving up on the Let's Plays. I'm still going on with them. I'm still doing Spyro 2. I'm still doing Pokemon Sword. And I'm also going to announce that when the month of Iwata does start on July the 11th, it will be, of course, I'll be Let's Play Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, which is going to be the sequel to Super Mario World, the original one, by the way, folks. But this is what happened. So basically, folks, this is what I'm going to be doing. But I also may do like shorter playthroughs on other Nintendo games. But we'll just have to, watch that space as it appears, folks. So that's going to be something to look forward to. Okay, so next up, we got the next update, Detractor content. Now, with my recent, feelings towards the Detractor community, like, really going pretty badly wrong, I have been really, not really been in the motivation to do Detractor content. I've not been in the right frame of mind to do Detractor content, considering what has been happening behind the scenes with it been happening on social media with fellow detractors. Not to say that I'm not doing those Detractor videos. Like, I recently did This Is How You Don't Play Crash Bandicoot 5-Year Legacy Edition, and I'm going to put up the video for you all to watch at the end screen of this video, so hopefully you will be able to, watch it if nobody's watching it anyway. But the thing is, some of my Detractor content has not been given, much traction and has been losing a lot of ground compared to the other detractors. I feel like I've been kicked to the dust compared to the others, and I have been pondering my future with the Detractor community, and it's mainly keep me feel, and with all the things that have been going on, it's really been making a bit of a bad feeling, making me feel with a bad taste in my mouth, and that's all been done. It's not to say that I'm going to give up on Detractor content anytime soon. No, God, no. I still got some, quite a bit to do with the Detractor community, but with all the things going on with the, with all the events going on in the world, especially with coronavirus, with racism being rife, with homophobia, ableism, and other hate crimes getting worse in the world, especially US and UK. I think it's about time I considered, kind of stayed out of the Detractor community and just, be my own self in terms of Detractor content. Make, my own Detractor comment with as like an independent detractor away from the community. I think that's the only way forward for me, and I just think that's the best way forward. But we'll see what happens when everything goes on. But in terms of Detractor content, I'm still going on with This Is How You Don't Plays. I'm actually starting, the production of the follow-up to Crash Bandicoot 5-Year Legacy Edition. I'm also going to be doing the follow-up to the Pokemon This Is How You Don't Play Pokemon Sword Ultra Man-Child Edition trilogy, with, of course, the DLC that's coming out, and DSP just finished that. So, and I'm actually going to be calling it the Isle of Jasper, the Pokemon Sword Ultra Man-Child Edition expansion, extra episode 1, the Isle of Jasper, which, of course, hopefully things will go well. I think it will be a shorter This Is How You Don't Play, and it won't be too long before it's finished, so hopefully it will be done throughout the month of water, so yeah. And I think that's all I can say in terms of updates. Alright, so that is it for the update. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please do remember to give the video a like, do share it with everybody, and comment on what you're looking forward to seeing from me in the future. And also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on to view my future content. And that being said, I'm the Desert Squiddo, sign out, say goodnight. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, sayonara for now.